All right, welcome to the Magic Mark Science Hour. First off, let me tell you about why Magic Mark. So I was doing bedtime stories on Facebook a while back, and this guy right here saw me go from his mom's phone to the TV, and he was like, "Is that guy Magic?" And so then his mom wrote a post on Facebook about, hey, this is now Magic Mark, and it's stuck. Thanks, Pastor Daner. Now, I will guarantee you there's no magic here, but we are going to do some really amazing science experiments. Some that you could do at home, like the one today, and others that you can't. But it's going to be amazing as we have a great time, and we might even shoot some rockets off. How about that? But one thing we are going to do each time is we're going to learn more about God, okay? Let's get into it. All right, for today's experiment, we're going to be building our own tornado. How great is that? So a tornado is a fast-moving column of air in contact with the ground. For many of you who don't know, I used to be a meteorologist. I used to study weather and storms. I even used to storm chase. Yeah, I was one of those crazy people who went towards the storm to see what was happening within it. So if you don't believe me, check this out. All right, this is the very first tornado I ever saw in person. This was May 4th, 2003, just south of Kansas City, Missouri. Very first tornado I ever saw. This is me posing in front of a tornado. This was May 12th, 2004 in south central Kansas, near Attica, Kansas. This is from the same day, the biggest tornado I have ever seen. Also Attica, Kansas. This is near Beatrice, Nebraska. This was April 16th, 2006, or April 15th, 2006. Near Beatrice. You can see the lowering there on the left-hand side, left of me as I'm pointing at it. And then in the next pic, you can see the tornado and the tornado on the ground. That's my buddy Chris there. We're taking a pic in front of the tornado, and then that's another view of it with a little bit of fanciness on it. Okay, so I have my trusty two sidekicks with me. This is Silas and this is Eli. These are my sons. My daughter Milana didn't want to help today, but she will be joining us for some of these, okay? So let's start the experiment. All right, you have your two 2-liter bottles, one of them full 2/3 of the way up. The next thing that we do is we put the food coloring and the glitter in. So Silas has our food coloring. We'll take that from him. Put a few splashes in. And then we'll take our glitter. We have red glitter today. And we'll put our glitter in. Shake off the excess there. And then next I need the washer. So the 1-inch washer that Silas also has. So we put that right here on the lip, and then you take the other 2-liter and you put it on top, and we need one of the duct tape pieces that Eli has. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to connect the two so that we have a contraption that we can show our tornado funneling into the bottom funnel. Check us out here in a second and we'll do the experiment. All right, y'all. So as you can see, I have quite a bit of duct tape here across the center portion where the two bottles connect. And I did that because I don't want anything to leak out. Okay, we want to have as tight of a connection there as we possibly can between the two bottles and the washer in the middle. So now it's time. It is time. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready to see this?
Yes.
Let's hope it works. Now, hey, every time that you do an experiment, it doesn't always work, okay? So, what do we do? Do we give up? Do we give up?
No.
No, what do we do?
Keep on trying.
We keep trying, okay? So, this could flop, but we'll see. All right, here we go. So, what you do is you turn it upside down and you start shaking. Oh, look! Look at the tornado as it goes down into the other. How cool is that? How cool is that?
It's super
That was pretty
cool.
awesome. Hey, and as someone who has seen a number of tornadoes, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Y'all want to see it again? I'll do it up close. All right, so what we'll do is, look, now it's in the bottom one. We're going to turn it over. You swirl it a bit, and then you watch it go. Tornado funneling down into the other 2-liter. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. All right, y'all. It worked. How about that? That was pretty cool, right? But tornadoes can be scary. Have you ever been afraid when a big storm was moving your way? I mean, I used to storm chase, and got to tell you, there are a couple of times where even I was scared. Hey, I want to tell you about one of them.
Let's let the Legos tell us.
That's a good idea. We're going to let the Legos tell you. Check this out. All right, so this is how it went down. Okay, we're at the University of Missouri. That's where I went to school for atmospheric science. That's why you see the big MIZ in the background, Ivy League of the Midwest. But this is not about that. Okay, so what you see us doing right now, I'm the one in the red chair with the black shirt on closest to you, okay? What we're doing is we're taking what's called an exit exam. That is the end of the school year exam. It's not a graded exam. It's just something to show our professors how far we've come throughout the school year, okay? So we're all taking this exit exam. It's May. The past few days, there have been tornadoes and big storms. And so we're all pretty excited, but we didn't think anything was going on quite yet. And so we're taking the exam. The young lady across from me, she finishes. She says, hey, I'm done. And she starts to take her test out to our professors, okay? So we're all still going, getting our test done. And the next thing you know, she shows back up in the classroom. And she comes in, we all look at her, and she screams, there are tornadoes everywhere, everywhere. We're all like, we gotta go. So she's wanting to go chasing. Other students are wanting to go chasing. And so, storm chasing, that is. And so in my mind, I'm just like, okay, I have to hurry up. I have to get done. She heads back out and she's going to wait on us, okay? In my mind, I'm like, I have to hurry. Gotta hurry. Hurry! So I get done and I don't just walk. I run out of the classroom, okay? Give my test to the professors and I'm out. So we get into her car, okay? We head south out of Columbia, Missouri. The storms the previous few days had been moving from southwest to northeast. So we knew we wanted to get south of the storm because the what we like to call the business area of the storm where the tornado would be, typically would be the southwest side of the storm. So we wanted to get south, and then as it came up, we would be able to see it from the south side. So we raced. Obeying the laws, obviously. And must say, she does not have a Lamborghini, despite what it looks like here. It's just the only car that we had. So we raced south out of Columbia. And we didn't realize that the storms that particular day weren't moving from southwest to northeast. They were moving from west to east. And so when we thought we had enough time to get south, we actually didn't. And so I started to get pretty nervous. You could see my face on the back of the vehicle. There's this tornado. So this is the one thing about this story that the Legos don't portray well. As we were coming south, we saw this big bad storm. We could not see the tornado. Okay, there were a lot of clouds and there was some rain. We couldn't see the tornado, but we knew that a warning was issued and that a tornado had been spotted. Okay. But for this example, I wanted you to see the tornado. So we're coming down the highway and we see this big bad storm. We're trying to get out of the way, but we're realizing we may not be able to do it. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, what are we going to do? We need to take shelter. And then she's like, Mark, stop crying. Let's take shelter there. So we saw a house. We pull in. And we go to the front door. Family opens the door. We tell them, hey, there's a tornado coming. Can we take shelter with you? And they say, yes, come on in. Let's take shelter. We have a basement. Let's get in our basement. So we go in. We get in the basement. The tornado passes. And everyone is safe. We come out excited, glad to be alive. But gotta tell you, was really, really scared for a second there. All right. That was a really scary situation for us. Would you have been scared in that situation too? As you continue to grow, there'll be problems or troubles or storms like the tornado that we made in the Bible that will come. What does the Bible say that we should do in those situations? Let me tell you what happened to Jesus' disciples. This comes from Luke 8:22-25. So one day Jesus said to his disciples, let's cross to the other side of the lake. So they got into a boat and started out. As they sailed across, Jesus settled down for a nap. But soon a fierce storm came down on the lake. The boat was filling with water and they were in real danger. The disciples went and woke him up, shouting, "Master, Master, we're going to drown." When Jesus woke up, he stopped the wind and the raging waves. Suddenly the storm stopped and all was calm. Then he asked them, "Where is your faith?" The disciples were terrified and amazed. "Who is this man?" they asked each other. When he gives a command, even the wind and the waves obey him. Whoo! Hey, in times of trouble, have you ever felt like the disciples, like you have no one to rely on? Jesus shows us here that he can be relied on to help through any situation, even very bad ones. Know that in times of trouble, we should trust in God, and he can be your calm in the storm. God loves us and wants to take care of us, all right? All right, everybody, we hope you enjoyed our science experiment today. There is more to come on Magic Mark's Science Hour. Remember, it's not really an hour, but come join us next time, okay? All right, see ya.